Welcome to our session today. I am Daniel Stuckey, the Cisco Program Lead here at Madison Technologies. We're joined today here by Amit Raj and Ash Khan, and we welcome you to today's session. For the best experience, we have muted microphones for the duration of the presentation. If you have any questions, please feel free to post them in the Q&A panel, which is supported today by Cisco and the Madison Technologies engineering team. So without further ado, I'll hand you over to Amit.
Hi everyone, my name is Amit and I'm a Solutions Engineer at Madison Technologies, and today we are going to talk about Cisco IoT in smart cities. A smart city is a combination of multiple networks that uses digital technology to connect, protect, and enhance the life of citizens. They use the IoT sensors, data analytics, and artificial intelligence to make their infrastructure more efficient and sustainable. Now, smart city networks are the foundation of smart cities. These networks connect all the different parts of the city, helping them talk to each other and work together. The image is a good illustration of a smart city network. It shows a variety of different devices and systems that are connected to each other. These include smart buildings, smart transportation, smart streetlights, smart roadways, smart intersections, sensors, cameras, and people. Yes, even people are part of this network. Smart cities often have applications and services that let people interact with the city, like finding parking spots or reporting issues. So the purpose of this presentation is to provide Cisco connectivity and security solution to connect and protect the smart building network. Smart building is a structure that uses advanced technology and automation systems to adjust things like lights, heating, cooling. It does that automatically to save energy and make life more comfortable for people inside. The foundation of smart building is to integrate multiple building-wide systems into a single managed network infrastructure. These multiple systems include core LAN, HVAC, which is humidity, ventilation, and air conditioning, smart lighting, alarms, cameras, security, and so on. Now, let's take a closer look at the smart building reference architecture. This is a smart building reference architecture. This architecture is broken down into zones, and these zones represent major functions relevant to the building operators. These zones are device and systems, floor and building connectivity zones, and data and automation zone. Let's have a look at each section in detail. Devices and systems zone. Now, this zone is all about building's physical infrastructure, like electrical system, HVAC system, and smart lighting, maybe plumbing and power distribution. Next section is floor and building connectivity zone. This zone is responsible for building's network infrastructure. This is where the building gets connected. It includes wired and wireless network that enables communication between devices and systems within the building. It also facilitates connectivity to the external network and cloud services. Next is data and automation zone. Now, this zone serves as the brain of the smart building, where data is transformed into actionable insights and automation decisions are made to optimize building performance, enhance occupant comfort, and reduce operational cost. So, what does it do? First, it collects sensor information from all over the building. It knows if it's too hot or too cold in a room, whether someone is inside or not, or even how much energy is being used. Then it transforms that data into actions. If nobody is using the light, it turns them off to save electricity. It can also adjust the heating or cooling to keep everyone comfortable, even when weather changes. Today, smart cities are using every kind of sensor to collect data and enable automation. These sensor data from all over the building are like building senses, and they collect, data such as temperature, occupancy, light, humidity, CO2 level, and smoke. All these sensors need power to work. Now, the question is, how do we power them efficiently? The answer lies in Power over Ethernet, or PoE for short. Now, everyone would have heard about PoE. Power over Ethernet is a fundamental technology used in smart buildings to transmit both data and power over the Ethernet cable. So, there are different methods to deliver power to the devices over the Ethernet. Option 1 is end span. In this option, network switch is sending data and power over the same Ethernet cable to power the device. So there's a PoE switch that is providing power and data to the powered devices over the same Ethernet cable. Then there's mid-span. Mid-span PoE, on the other hand, uses separate device called PoE injector or mid-span to supply power to the device. In mid-span, switch is only providing data transmission, so it only handles data transmission, and PoE injector is placed between the switch and the device that needs power so that it can provide power to the device. We can also use PoE extenders to extend range of the PoE beyond 100 meters. Now, it simplifies the deployment of various devices such as IP phones, surveillance cameras, access points, and it does that by providing power through the same cable that connect them to the network. Now we know how power and data are delivered through the same Ethernet cable. How Power over Ethernet empowers the smart building. Let's see what are the various types of PoE. PoE has different flavors, and each flavor has a different level of power. First is PoE. We all would have heard about PoE. It is also known as Class 1 PoE. This is where our PoE journey begins. It provides up to 15.4 watts of power over the same Ethernet port. It is perfect for devices with modest power needs like IP phone, basic cameras, and access points. Then we have PoE Plus, which is 802.38t. It provides up to 30 watts of power over Ethernet port. Think of a high-performing IP camera, advanced wireless access point, and some VoIP phones as well. But there's more power to be had. Cisco's Ultra PoE, also known as UPoE, delivers up to 60 watts of power per Ethernet port. And this is the choice for power-hungry devices such as Cisco video conferencing devices and PTZ camera, pan tilt zoom cameras. And finally, we have the heavyweight champion, PoE++, 802.3BT. This is also referred to as PoE++, 4 PPoE or 4 pair PoE. It has two power levels, type 3 and type 4. Type 3 provides up to 60 watts of power and type 4 provides up to 90 watts of power per Ethernet port. So most of the sensors you saw in our smart building reference architecture, including CO2 sensor, fan sensor, light sensor, all those power hungry PTZ cameras, they like PoE++. It's like the lifeblood that powers our intelligent building. So PoE isn't just about convenience of having less cables, but it's the powerhouse behind the magic of smart buildings that make sure that everything is running smoothly. So how do we make sure our devices in the smart building get all the power they need? To answer that question, let's have a look at the Cisco IoT portfolio. Now, this is the Cisco IoT portfolio. This has a broad range of devices such as routers and access points and switches, management tool, and cybersecurity solution. Within this portfolio, we are particularly interested in two key switches, IE3300 and IE9300. Now, IE3300 is a DIN rail modular switch. It allows the flexibility in configuration. IE9300 is a rack mount switch that is available in all copper or all fiber ports. Now, these are the two switches that are the powerhouse of our smart building, because within our Cisco IoT portfolio, these are the only two switches that provide 90 watts of power per port or that support PoE++. Now, let's let's have a look at their capabilities. i3300 can support PoE, PoE Plus, and PoE++, and UPoE as well. But UPoE is generally used in the enterprise switches only when they are supporting the Cisco infrastructures, whether Cisco conference device or Cisco cameras. Industrial switches, they use open PoE, and hence we use PoE, PoE+, and PoE++. So all the switches can support perpetual PoE and fast PoE. Perpetual PoE is like never-ending power supply. Imagine you have a device like security camera or sensor for smart lighting. This needs to be operated 24/7. Perpetual PoE ensures that these devices receive a constant and uninterrupted power supply, so they never miss any crucial event. Fast PoE. Now, think about a situation where you need to quickly power up a device. Fast PoE is like giving a device a speedy energy boost. It's a way to provide power to a device very quickly. In emergency situations like fire or security breaches, fast response is critical. Fast PoE can be used to quickly power up the emergency alert system, including alarms, sirens, and emergency lighting. Another classification is LLDP. LLDP is an open source discovery protocol. It is used to discover and advertise the information of the third-party devices. Now, all the switches are capable of LLDP classification. When I say third-party devices, any device that is non-Cisco is classified as third-party device in LLDP, right? Next up is smart building. So smart building offer amazing benefits like saving energy, making life more comfortable, and improving our quality of life. But there's a big problem we need to deal with. That is keeping them safe from cyber attacks. How do we deal with the cyber security in smart building network? If you look at the smart security advisory, it talks about find what needs to be protected and then segment the network into zones. And once network is segmented and you know what needs to be protected, then apply the measures to block unwanted access to the network. An ideal smart building network is like organizing your kitchen. Each group, such as employees, contractors, devices like sensors and cameras, and even application like badge readers, has its own designated space, like individual plates. This separation creates a clear structure and boundaries. Now, here's the reality check. In many cases, smart building network looks like a porridge, where everything is mixed together. Instead of neatly separated plates, we often find the corporate network in one zone, but everything else is mixed in with it. This diagram reminds me about a HVAC system hack, where hackers exploited the HVAC system that was remotely controlled, and hackers took access to the target's corporate network via the HVAC system. So they accessed the ACs, and then from using the same VLAN, they entered into the target corporate system and started the ransomware attack. Cisco emphasizes the importance of securing the infrastructure through solutions like Cisco CyberVision. Cisco CyberVision is a visibility solution that transforms the router or a switch into a sensor, and it inspects the industrial traffic to find weaknesses in the industrial devices and protocols, essentially reporting to a centralized server to tell that this is what I've seen, all these devices are at risk, and this behavior seems suspicious to me. Cisco emphasizes the systematic approach to secure the infrastructure through solutions like Cisco CyberVision and ICE. Now, how do we do that? First step is to define IT and OT boundaries with Cisco Firewall. Once that is done, Cisco CyberVision sensor is used to find out what needs to be protected. And then segment the network into logical zones and put policies using Cisco ICE to control the traffic. And finally, develop a team or person who will be responsible for investigation in case of any incident. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the Cisco IoT Smart Cities. Together, we are building smarter, safer, and more connected cities for the future. I hope this session provided you with some insight into the smart cities. We invite you to join us for the questions and answer session. where our experts will share their insight and answer to your questions. Please don't hesitate to reach out to me using the contact details you see on the screen. Thank you once again, and now I'll hand it over to Daniel.
Thanks, Amit. During today's session, we've delved into the significance of IoT and Cisco solutions in the development of smart cities. We've focused on areas such as connectivity, power management, and security within smart buildings, while stressing the crucial role of efficient infrastructure and cybersecurity in the construction of more intelligent and secure cities for the future. To learn more on how Cisco and Madison Technologies can assist you, feel free to contact your account manager or myself using the provided contact details you see. Finally, we would like to request your support. To enhance the contents of these webinars, we rely on your feedback to guarantee we are providing the most relevant content. Kindly review the post-survey link we will be sending you and share your valuable insights with us, or simply scan the QR code you see on the screen now. Thank you for participating in this webinar, and we look forward to speaking to you soon.